On to the Mayor's monthly report. Unlike usual, it actually has a couple of additional recommendations with it this month. It has the a request for an endorsement for the nomination of Principal Advisor Community Partnerships and Planning, Claire Phillips, to the Royal Commission on Inquiry Implementation Oversight Advisory Group, which is an advisory group to the government, and also adopting the resolution. It's a shareholders' resolution required for the V-based name change to Venues Otautahi. In my report, I've done what I always do, which is highlight some of the features of the month. But because it was the month of March, it's in retrospect. I won't go over any of those details. I have used the V-based change of name though to highlight the major change that they have made to shift to local products. So catering is all in-house now. Venues Otautahi now sources 71% of all food and beverage product from the region. Previously it was only 5%. The remaining 29% of products are sourced from the rest of the South Island, 7% from the North Island, 16%, and only 6% of products are now from overseas. Previously 30% of all products were from overseas. So it's an incredible turnaround. So in real terms, this means 40 local suppliers to our local venues, most of whom are new in the last year. So it is a great turnaround. So I'm really impressed with that. And the one other thing that I'll draw your attention to is a fantastic launch that I went to the other night in Common, and that directly arises out of the events of the 15th of March 2019. And as you know, the Royal Commission has asked us to think deeply about what creates social cohesion. And there's a group of people, and Claire's been amongst them, have worked on right across agencies, right across communities, to develop this tool called In Common, and it encourages Christchurch residents to reach out across cultures and faiths to make Canterbury a better place where everyone feels that they belong. And if you go onto the website, you'll see some lovely little stories with images of people. You can see some of them in what I've presented here today. But actually, when they get together, it's what they have in common that is the conversation starter. And it's a great tool, really, for developing those conversations. So I've got the website there for you. Please feel free to spread it far and wide, because it's just a great opportunity for us to do something about valuing our differences, which make us unique, but valuing all that we have in common as well. So I'm happy to move my report plus the additional recommendations. And you're happy to second it, Jimmy Chen? Any questions or debate?
Comments?
Yep.
I just want to say thanks for taking the time to write really full reports on your mayoral activities. I know that you're probably the first mayor to do this kind of mayoral report, and it's really valued and highlights a wide range of things that are often unseen by us or by others. And there's a huge number of additional events and things that you go to on the city's behalf. So I just want to say thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. Aaron. Oops.
Yeah, I endorse Sarah's words there, because you do a lot of work, and you're also very well read. You read a lot of stuff, a bit nerdy, but it's one of those things. You said you like reading it. I just want to bring up or add to point 3 up there. It was your suggestion that you nominate Claire, and the entire table when we had that briefing, supported that and were just almost overwhelmed that was the person that you put forward and chose. There's an incredible amount of respect around this table for Claire and the work she does in our community, and she is one of the unsung heroes of this city that has taken this city through one of its darkest points. So thank you.
Thank you for saying that. Jimmy?
Based on Mayor's report, I think paragraph 3 is very, very important. It means the kind of strong signal. Our council, particularly Christchurch City Council, we would like to, in response to the Royal Commission, their inquiry report and the 44 recommendations, and Claire Ferris, over the last possibly at least 20 years, not only in council but in the MSD summer area, she has lots of working experience and also engage wider community. So we endorse them. It's I think it's a great benefit to our council. But regarding to their advisory groups, their particular emphasis, still would like to embrace all kinds of the people, can be joined together, in response to help the government for the implementation, the plan, etc. It's not a crew, only one person. Just want to let everybody know. The other one is particular riverside market. They done the great job because while they particularly have in there the level 1 specific area would like to encourage as a community group. They might have a function, event, activity in there. I myself, I attend those function events for even over the last month, three times. Like Irania, the New Year, Japanese one, and also the income, etc. They done the great job. So I think possibly, if some community or business done a great job, I suggest whether council consider, presenting the kind of certificate of appreciation, etc. Just encourage, that's very, very crucial because we always emphasize this city is a diversified, inclusive, the harmonious city, but they want to, fully into the practice compliant totally with the council, the community outcome, resilient community. That's fantastic. So that's good pattern. This is my view. Thank you.
So I could tell oh, sorry, I was going to close the debate.
I was just going to add that Claire is a fantastic choice for this role because of her knowledge and experience in the Muslim community, but the fact that too she's built up such trust and she knows what's important to those people, and so I think it's a wonderful recommendation and very supportive.
I was just going to close off because I just noticed who hadn't actually read the report when Jimmy started talking about the Riverside Market. So on page 20, I refer to the fact that over the last year, Riverside Market has supported community events as part of the Cultures of Otautahi series, and they have been hosting these events. I've been to most of them. I think Jimmy's been to all of them. And his idea of actually recognising the Riverside Market, that they actually did receive a presentation at InCommon for the launch of InCommon there the other night. But I think we too should. So I'll take that as an action and bring that back in the next report because I think we should honour them for what they've done. And I was going to say too that Claire's nomination was supported from members of the Muslim community, bereaved families. So I just wanted to make the point that this is a community-wide support for her. So thank you very much for the comments that you've made, and they will be passed on to her. So I will put the motions. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you. And now we will return to the next question of the draft